with that, let us look. I did not see this coming at all, right? I did not see this coming at all. The new season 21 Blu-ray. I love season 21. And I'm a big fan of new effects, right? I am genuinely a big fan of new effects. It just, I don't like being taken out of the story by bad effects, right? So there's a lot of these in there. So let's look at the trailer and then we'll look at the announcement and see what's in it. All right, fine. It's Doctor. We understand. The transition into Pete David's face is a bit lame. Let's be fair, but yeah, it's of its time. Nice video. Shame about the song. That's that kind of special effects. The trouble with Blu-ray is you see them forming the stars forming the name, the logo for Doctor Who, way too clearly. You didn't see that, when it's 1983. It's probably he's edging for tea. Well, okay, mate. I don't blame you. Destination. I think this is going to be way better than Destination Skaro with the tap dancing dabbers. And that was such shit. It really was such shit. Pete, mate. I mean, look, he is the heir apparent to Doctor Who. Oh, lean into Doctor Who, not the politics shit, right? Pete, you have it in your power to have the strongest career ever by turning Doctor Who around, by making it a success again. And it's so freaking easy, right? It's so easy. All you need to do is make it Doctor Who, right? And that's it. And that's it. That's all you need. You need to forget about wagging your finger at everyone, right? Just make good Doctor Who. And you can have like social conscience in it, right? But he does, screaming about chicks with dicks and how oppressed people in wheelchairs are, isn't that, right? It's just you being a weirdo. And don't be mad at YouTubers because we say your work's shit when it was shit. Lucky Day was shit. I'm sorry, right? Kablam was shit. I'm sorry, right? You weren't the showrunner. I don't know, but those were bad stories that are not well remembered and will not be well remembered, sadly, right? Just make good Doctor Who. I'm telling you, if you turn Doctor Who around, your career is going to go through the stratosphere. Was that effects used for like the current series? But you can make these effects so cheaply now. Again, you could do them all with AI, frankly.
Hey.
Okay, so why is there an old Fifth Doctor and Tegan traveling together? Like what? I kind of like this idea, right? I wouldn't mind hearing like a big finished box set like this. Like what's going on? Right, but it's interesting. Okay, we don't really need the backstory, but it works.
It's London. This is Butler's Wharf.
I remember. And we said goodbye all those years ago.
I haven't been back here since.
Wait. You're saying probably being saying one of the worst Doctor Who series of all time was what's the Dalek story? It's not Revelation. Resurrection. I kind of like that. I kind of like Resurrection of the Daleks. Got a bit of Leslie Grantham in it.
You all right?
Gives me the shivers. At least they...
By the way, this reminds me. I was watching Castrovalva the other night, right? And this is an important thing when you're watching Castrovalva. That it appears to me the Master and Adric. The Master is clearly fucking Adric in the arse a lot. Right, in Castrovalva, like here, one second. Let me pull up that a clip from that episode. Right, he's clearly fucking Adric in the arse, and it doesn't look like Adric is that unhappy about any of it, right? Frankly, there we go. Oh, I can't show you, but my daughter-in-law has sent new pictures. Oh, see, this thing when I get a new picture, I'm like, oh, I'm excited. Hang on. But I can't show you. I'll get in too much trouble. Where is it? Okay. One time. Like I've seen this one before. Now you're boring me. I think that's B. Okay. Never mind. Resurrection, one of the first classics that you watched as a OD. It was one of the first ones that I put on. I recorded on videotape. Right. I ain't gonna find the right folder. Doctor Who. Let's see. We'll do the Matrix edition, which I just like the Matrix editions better. I find them really, really good. He like recuts them, and this one's about an hour and 15 minutes long, and puts new effects on, and the new effects really work as well. Hang on. Where is? Oh yeah. One second. Yeah, look at the Master and Adric here. Master is clearly regularly fucking Adric in the arse, right? And the whole story makes more sense.
We might need it.
Well, Adric, this is my proposition. Life will immediately become more comfortable for you if you join forces with me.
Like, I can make you feel special, Adric. I know what you enjoy.
Or do you prefer to remain in the web throughout eternity?
Oh, yes, and me sucking you off occasionally. It just strikes me that the Master is fucking Adric in the arse, and Adric is like, this ain't so bad.
Mere utility. You may speak.
I will use you as a utility. Yes, I will use you as an old crusty sock.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, funny you should say that. Just pop this in your mouth, darling. Anyway, that was my takeaway when watching Castroval the other day. It really was.
This place used to be a dump. Why has the TARDIS brought us back here?
Unfinished business. Maybe it knows something we don't. Or perhaps it's found us a nice restaurant.
Yeah, I saw stills of this being filmed about 2 months ago.
If only.
Okay, we should have had one of the Lytton's policemen there. Dan, like turn up in the policeman. I love that, by the way. The when they come out and they slaughter everybody at the beginning of Resurrection of Daleks. Spruce this bit up a little bit since we pushed the Dalek out the second floor or third floor.
You've got a nose for trouble. You always did.
These used to be warehouses.
Years ago.
Yes, I know. And then they got sold for billions of dollars. Is Sutek still humping the TARDIS head? Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
It's all posh flats and shops now.
Except this one.
Warning, no admittance, flooding. In great big shouty letters.
That must be where they had the Doctor Who. Was that live Doctor Who experience that was kind of shit?
It's like catnip, isn't it? Maybe we can fix their leak.
I hope you brought your sonic snorkel.
No, I didn't, but I did bring this.
So this is clearly like again, he's got something to do about it was destroyed by the Liberals?
Come on, Tegan.
I can barely see. New screwdriver?
It's an upgrade.
Sure is. This one actually works.
I've genuinely missed your constant criticism.
Have you?
No.
Okay, again, I kind of like this TARDIS team of old Fifth Doctor and old Tegan.
Would you?
Is he dead?
Well, he's not pretending, is he?
Is he wearing a Dalek Trooper helmet? I can't tell.
Projected energy weapon, quite recent too. And his gun's not Earth technology.
Maybe he's got some ID, like a space driver's license or a space credit card.
He's a soldier. Check the combat tags.
Oh, there's this. I think it's a data beacon.
Really?
The music is really spot on as well for the era, right? It's really working. How has he got his Sonic? Well, how is he older and Tegan older? Must be like some, like, you remember like season 6B for Patrick Troughton?
I've learned a thing or two.
There's a message.
Hey!
It's damaged, but I might be able to get it working.
Well, if you could do that before the Thames comes flooding in, that'd be great.
Got a bluish light. That's always a sign of communication technology.
Doctor!
Now, I find like Mark Strickson completely unrecognizable there, and I can always recognize him when I see him in, well, not in real life, but like, on conventions and stuff.
That's Turlo.
I hope this message gets to you in time.
The recording's corrupted. But if I can boost the data stream,
It's got old.
I suggest, Tegan, you look in the mirror.
I beg your pardon.
There.
Try on.
Like, what is with the clothes on Tryon? Like, why are they dressed like they're in 1984? What's going on? Is this the People's Republic of Tryon?
Has been invaded. We're hopelessly outnumbered. We're sending this beacon down their time corridor in the hope that it finds you.
No, that's definitely going to work.
My people are dying, Doctor. We need your help before it's too late.
Mate, look at you. It's too late already.
Is that it?
I'm afraid so.
So, Turlo's home has been conquered, their soldiers have been killed.
Like, if they did this, Doctor and Tegan, I would like have his coat like a bit more raggedy, right? I don't know, something like older and more age, something like that.
By what?
Do you really need to ask?
Doctor Who.
Hey, it's not the best one. The best one is still Leela in the Time War.
The collection.
Lovely cover.
We've arrived. Season 21. Daleks.
Excellent! Tractators!
Oh, that's so much better. Adding a bit of light on the end of their antenna.
Daleks.
Excellent! Tractators! I've seen them!
I am the master.
No!
Whoa! Look at that Merker action. Let's have a look at that again.
Master.
No!
A 10-disc box set.
I mean, redoing the Merker lightweight looks actually pretty darn good.
Newly remastered and packed with special features.
I'm so glad we're going to do this because we're going to find out about your life beyond Doctor Who.
This is not what I married. You know, I thought he was one of the good guys. And so Delore Whiteman and I, my auntie Vanessa, go into the house. On the breakfast room table was
Evidence.
of arms dealing. I'm involved with an arms dealer.
Like, maybe it was like a legitimate arms dealer. Like, it's weird, right? You find out you're involved with an arms dealer. Okay, again, I am not a fan of the Chris Chibnall era. I love their Cybermen, right? Those Cybermen really, really work for me.
And Delore said, "Oh my God, I thought you were making it up. Who would make up a story like that?"
Oh, Janet, you totally would, darling. You totally would.
Who?
The script of Resurrection described it as an international space station, and that got me thinking, let's make it look international.
He was one of the best directors. I can't remember his name, but then he went on, he scripted, did he do Time Flight? Right? An awful script, right? But he was one of the best directors.
I didn't think about it.
Okay, she is gorgeous. She is probably one of the most beautiful women ever to be in Doctor Who. She is stunningly gorgeous.
I didn't think about it at the time, but I realize now how strong Matthew was and how brave he was to do it.
See, people keep saying that, right? I just don't think in the 80s that we really gave a shit. right, were like, oh, that person's got brown skin. Like, I just don't think anybody cared. I really, really, really don't. And that's the 80s.
He had the foresight to cast an Indian person in a non-ethnic role.
Again, she is stuck. Like, why wouldn't you cast her? Like she's like looking at a sculpture. She is stunning. She really is stunning. I mean, like, you know, if she like moves in slow motion, like why wouldn't you cast her in any role possible? I think definitely one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in Doctor Who, right? And I've seen a lot of beautiful women in Doctor Who, and I freeze frame a lot for that. Is it just me, says Archicon, does Anthony Ainley look like a woman with a false facial hair? Kind of. Well, it was a false beard, wasn't it? Right? I think so.
Davros activates the Magellan virus, at which point the Daleks seem to indulge in what I can only describe as a kind of Ibiza foam party. And Davros...
I mean, it is a bit weirdly sexual, isn't it? Like, death by cum, right? I know, it makes them come to death, right? That's not such a bad way to go, really. If all cool things considered, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. How's Tegan notice a data being? And what's up with what's wrong with what is this, Doctor? Listen, it's not Lesbians of the Deep, which was the season 9 or 10 promo, right? When you had two lesbians going on a date in the middle of a cave, right? I don't know. There are people coming on Doctor Who prior to 83, the Mavellans for one. What's his name? The guy from EastEnders was in the War Games. You know, in 10th Planet, you had a black, what's the word of the astronaut, right? As more black people became, you know, apparent in the culture, then they started appearing in TV more, right? It wasn't a big deal. Like, for my generation, it just wasn't a big deal.
Joins in.
He could have just as easily had a stuntman in the costume and him do a voiceover, and maybe he'd have enjoyed the process more.
In the Twin Dilemma, one's in orange, one's in green, same haircut. I'm not saying, you know, we were Oscar winners here, but I've watched a little bit of it, and sometimes when we do speak together, it kind of works, actually.
Mark Strickson is on one of his periodic migrations from Australasia to the cooler climate of Northern Europe.
Okay, Matthew Sweet is just a massive lovey, right? And Death by Snoo Snoo said, oh, call it a touch, call it. Yes! Death by Snoo Snoo. Is that Snare Gupta? I have no idea, but I'd like to get to know better. He's such an incredible lovey, and he's insufferable. He's so good at these things he does on Doctor Who. He really is excellent.
And if we're very lucky, we might... Yes, there he is.
I don't... Like, there he looks more normal. What was with the weird haircut he had in the episode?
Want to escape Doctor Who? I love it.
This is entirely your idea.
Well, we had a good time on the trip to Germany. That was my idea.
I do like these travelogues with them together. It's just a weird combination of people.
You're doing a nice zigzag pattern here, Sarah. Until you ground!
I don't like this.
Has Janet Fielding gone?
Yeah, you're safe. The taxi was early.
We're used to the idea.
I bet that's a good interview, Matthew Waterhouse, right? That one was saying. So, yeah, why did you play it that the mask was fucking in the ass? I guess because Anthony Ainley was fucking Matthew Waterhouse, wasn't he? I think he was.
Of Doctor Who fans making Doctor Who. But when Matthew Waterhouse joined the show, he had to suppress his true nature.
But
not that much, not with Anthony Ainley, from what I understand.
It wasn't something that you really wanted to share with Jonathan Turner, was it?
I do remember when we were back to the office, and he said to Christopher Bidney, he's one of those fans.
There's a great extra on one of these Blu-rays with... was it A Day with Waterhouse? Or something, it's like these when Toby Adoki spends a day with Matthew Waterhouse. It's really good. It's a really fun little story. Matthew Waterhouse is always interesting on the behind the sofa things.
Oh, I can see what you mean about cooking them slowly.
Tell me they're better than Matthew's eggs. Not that I'm competitive.
Behind the sofa.
It's my go-to feature. I like behind the sofa.
Peter?
Yeah?
I think we've hit your career high.
So wait, who's there? Who's the tall blonde woman? Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sullivan. Who's the blonde woman? Well, Bonnie Langford.
Hit your career highlight.
That's some Alice.
No!
And that's weird combination. Wendy Padbury, Sophie Aldred. I guess it's Bonnie Langford and Nicola Bright with Colin Baker.
That's some Alice.
Still don't know who the middle guy is.
Updated.
Is that Matthew Waterhouse? It's Matthew Waterhouse. My guess is Matthew Waterhouse.
Updated.
Oh, that is great. Okay. Again, I like new effects. And like the original Magma Beast just pulls me out of it, right? Just absolutely pulls me out of it. There was a black spaceship commander in the 10th Planet with William Hartnell in 66. Yes, absolutely, Dr. Alex. You are. We agree completely. Hello.
It's special effects.
That's cool. That must be the tires being pulled back together in front of us.
Surround sound. New audio commentaries and much more.
You're making enough noise to raise the dead.
And if anyone happens to ask whether I made any material difference to the welfare of this planet...
That's one of my favourite bits. So he pushed the Dalek out the second floor.
Tell them I came and went like a summer cloud.
Doctor Who. Season 21 is available to pre-order now.
Now everybody stay perfectly calm and still.
Exterminate! Stop! You can't kill us. Don't you know who we are?
Ashkona says, Peter Davison's career highlight will be Tomorrow People, and you will be correct. Followed closely by Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Take a long look.
This is pure class. Again, Pete McTeague knows this stuff.
That's right. And this is my friend Tegan.
You are the enemies of the Daleks.
I think you'll find we're valuable prisoners.
So be a good Dalek and take us to Tryon.
That's pretty darn good. Right? That's pretty darn good. Is there anything else? And they must put some quite a fair wedge in that. And that's the reason there's no TARDIS in the interior stuff. Here, let's see. It was in. Where are we going to find it? We'll go Doctor Who, the collection, season 21. Let's see if it takes you to the. There you go, Doctor Who.tv. And there was actually quite a good post by what's the name who did the cover, talking about it on Facebook. Let's see if we can find that. But yeah, look, I mean, happy days, mate. I am of course very psyched for this. Great cover as well. I like that it's got the visual from the regeneration. Right, it feels different this time. So what they got on it again? I this is one of their best covers. Right, I really love this one. Right, with the dirty jacket. Yeah. Is there Colin Baker? Is he in the? See, I thought they were having like regenerating Colin Baker on the cover, but apparently not. Apparently not. So we got updated special effects on the Awakening Frontiers, Resurrection of Daleks, and Caves of Arizona. Blimey. That's like all of them. We're like, what stories are they missing out? Season here. They should have a list of all the stories on there. Hang on. Where's the list of the stories? Warriors of the Deep, Awakening Frontiers, Resurrection of Dalek, Planet of Fire, Caves and Twin Dilemma. Oh, well, there's no polishing the Twin Dilemma turd, is there? You know, sadly. Awakening Frontiers, Resurrection of Dalek. Man, that's a lot, right? That is quite a lot. Warriors of the Deep Special Edition. An exciting 4-part re-edit with updated special effects and immersive 5.1. So that'd be a Pete McTeague one, and he's very good at those re-edits. Right. He is like the opposite of what's his name? Benjamin Cook, right? He can really bring it. He knows what he's doing. In conversation with Janet Fielding, Mark Strickson, and Matthew Waldhouse. It's funny that they waited this last release to be able to do it. New making of documentary for Resurrection of Darling and the Twin Dilemma. Look who's boating. Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, Sarah Tucker takes the River Adventure. This sounds fun. 48 hours of Fielding. Terminator crash at Janet. So that's the same as the feature where he spent a day with Matthew. I turned my mic off by mistake. Terribly sorry. There you go. Trying to turn my camera off. Let's try that again. Where am I up to? So behind the sofa with Peter Davis and Janet Fielding and Sarah Sutton in one group. Matthew Waterhouse, Sophie Aldred and Wendy Padbury. Bonnie Langford, Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, and Tara Ward. Who's Preston? I guess these other people just come in and out. Tara Ward, Keith Jane, Jeff Roll. Oh, Jeff Roll, I remember. Rula Lenska, blimey, I wonder what she looks like now. Graham Harper, wow, that's cool. Conrad Romulus and Paul Conrad and Andrew Conrad, Remus. Again, I like that they bring different people in for different episodes. That's kind of cool. Doctor Escape Room, 2 new teams, so I guess it'll be. I mean, it's all going to be 5th Doctor. It'll be 5th and 6th Doctor, I guess, right? I guess. Okay, it's going to be. My guess will be Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant, and I wonder who the third will be in that team. Colin Baker, Nicola Bryant. Probably Bonnie Langford, right? They'll probably be those 3, and then I guess it'll be if it's not, it'll be a combination of Peter Davison, Sarah Sutton, and Janet Fielding and Mark Strickson if he's around, right? New surround sound mixes on Warriors of the Deep, Awakening of Case of Andromeda, brand new documentary on the Awakening. Okay, Tales of TARDIS 2023 re-edit. With new linking material from Peter Davison. I like the linking material, but other than that, not a fan. You know, the whole memory TARDIS thing was just a bit of a duffer, right? It really was. It just never, ever, ever really landed. And it was just kind of stupid because they introduced it like before they introduced it on screen. And it didn't make any sense, right? David Milling, how you doing, sir? Thank you for joining. It was lovely chatting with you too. Where we go? Info, text, video, and lots more. But I do like, because normally on these gatefolds you have it's a TARDIS console, but this is where the TARDIS has been destroyed in Frontiers, right? I am pretty psyched for this. When it's out. I would have thought it's coming out. February will be my guess, right? February. See if I can find that thing from. What's his name? The guy who designed the covers. A second. Where is this? Is it not Anthony Lamb? Oh, what's the name of the guy who does the covers? I should have bookmarked it on. Actually, do they don't have a bookmark feature on Facebook? Do they? Let's see if I can find it. I'm whizzing through the timeline now. See if anything comes up. Ooh, she cried. I don't know how I feel about the redesigned Sea Devils. Again, I just think this thing is looking better than, it's looking a lot better than I expected, right? It is looking a lot better than I expected. Still whizzing through it. What's the name of the guy? Was it? Oh, maybe it's in Ian Levine's group. Let's have a look. Ian Levine Doctor Who group. Maybe that's where I saw it. And nope. What's the name of the designer? Oh, I can't remember for the life of me. New Ninth Doctor audio's out. I've downloaded it, but I haven't listened to it yet. I mean, like it's been a bit of a damp squib. Let's be fair. Here, let me just do a search for Doctor Who, the collection, season 21. Let's see what that comes up with on the Facebooks. We want to find posts, maybe. Is this it? No. Zavik, no. Oh, is it? Lee Binding. That's who it was. Okay, fine. Yeah, let me share the screen over here. I just really, really, really good work there. Like it's really good. Everything about this is. Oh, thank you, Problem Bing. You were just screaming at me. Let's see what he has to say, right? I might regenerate. I don't know. Feels different this time. You're going to regenerate. Change, my dear. And not a moment too soon. Doctor Who The Collection Season 21 is announced. 7 incredible stories, loads of extras, loads and loads of extras. Hefty collector's booklet. I love the booklets. And a few surprises who were. Ready to order, ready to pre-order now. Here's a clean art for you, all you lovelies. I use the clean art to make my own covers because I don't like the Jodie logo. I can't believe you'll guess the season. Well, there's not many to choose from. I can't believe we got exactly what was happening on the cover as well. Well done. I think drink some Queen Bat milk to celebrate. I mean, like, I remember he showed the background. I thought season 21 as well. What's he holding in his hand? It's not a sonic screwdriver. Oh, that's the Queen Bat milk. Right. There's a Tractator, Shara's Jack, Master, the Malus, Sea Devil, and Davros. No Colin Baker, though. Right? They should have Colin Baker behind him or something. I don't know. I'm surprised. Design-wise, if you're wondering why there's no TARDIS on the inner flap this time, you're clearly one of the few people who haven't witnessed the majesty of Frontiers. I'm really looking forward to seeing those new effects on those. Because, again, the Tractators look good until they move. Then they're like, right? They look awful when they move. But before they move, they look really good. I always said there's going to be one Doctor Who per box set, and there is another Doctor in the set. Spoilers. They will be represented throughout. There's lots of little things that have changed for this release. Let's see if we can find them. Okay, so. And I've seen Colin Baker's face. I found it. It's at the back over here. Right? There we go. Yeah, it's a lovely bit of artwork there. Yeah, that you see, yeah, Colin Baker and Peter Davison. That's just pure class. I'm sorry, pure class. Excellent work. So I think that's what to be excited about, ladies and gentlemen. I think I will say that's what to be excited about. Here's the strange thing. 1 second. Let's go to my my library. Is it? We'll get to Doctor Who magazine in a minute, but SFX magazine, right? New issue is supposed to be out December 3rd. Nowhere to be seen. Right, weirdly enough, nowhere to be seen. I don't understand why. Yeah, see if we can. Let's see their. We'll go to SFX magazine, and there's like literally no mention of it. I don't understand. There's no mention of it whatsoever. Did they say anything about it? No, anywhere? Did they just publish the date wrong? Or is it like... they've been struggling to stay alive for a long time. Right? I don't know. It's a bit weird, right? A bit weird. There we go. Fine. Let's go back to library. Back to my library. And let's have a look at the new Doctor Who magazine. And we see like the introduction of more new Sea Devil type people, right? You have this Sea Devil, right, and you have like the more traditional like Sea Devil would see that, even not that much more traditional. But okay, again, this is actually getting genuinely good buzz. Amazingly enough. I don't think I've listened to the Sea Devil story, but if they're giving it for free, yeah, I think I got out the Ninth Doctor range by then. I think this was the same one that had the weird trans love triangle of what was it, Viv Schenker and Tanya, whatever her name was, right? $14.99. Again, I think that's a bit too expensive. Big Finish is best at $1.99. It really is, which is a bit of a problem for its business model. I wish they could get streaming, but they can't. Fine. Well, this is cool. I like that. That must be about product design. And I just find Russell Tovey a bit dull nowadays. Let's see what Jason Quinn has to say for himself. Merry Christmas, or if you think it's if you still think it's a little early for your time speaking, happy new Sea Devils season. I've got to watch the Sea Devils before Sunday, right? Before I see their cut down version. Yes, it's here at last. The war between the land and sea is about to break out as a special appetizer. BBC 4 is treating us to a 90-minute omnibus of the Sea Devils. It's a bad idea, I think. December is traditionally a great month for television. And speaking personally as a fan of John Pertwee, Katie Manning, Roger Delgado, the Sea Devils themselves, this year is going to be outstanding. Last month saw many of us celebrate the 62nd anniversary of the favourite show. Not BBC. Like, very noticeable by their absence, they were, in fact. Here at Doctor Who Magazine, we're like social butterflies heading from party to party, and we have a whale of a time. How did you guys celebrate? Now heading into 2026, the future is looking bright for Doctor Who. We know that Doctor is returning to our screens next Christmas. Oh, no one's excited for it, mate. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think there's any excitement for it because Rusty Davies is writing it, right? And then run up, we'll see some great events and spectators coming your way. Will we? Rest of Doctor Who will always be with us in some form or other. We're in the wilderness here. Shut up, Jason. We all know it. Now, without further ado, let's the show commence and get ready for our watery feast of entertainment. The tide is up, the tide is high, and the surface is up. Alonzi, okie dokie. Rusty Davies have his column back again. You know, we'll read it after we look through the magazine, right? Sea Devils for Christmas. They're really like Rusty Davies' hope for not being laughed out of the industry is the War Between Land and Sea doing very well. And honestly, it seems to be the best quality of anything they've had, right? Doctor Who Day celebrations, were there any? Yeah, the TARDIS at Stonehenge, as far as I know, and that's about it. A supports children in need. That's a bit of a weird little story. So I think this is really strange. The Slipback is the novelization of Slipback is being released as a book on tape. Now, Slipback was a full cast audio drama, right? But now it's being released as a book on tape read by John Glover. I don't get it. I don't get it. He said it played Shellington Grant. I don't get it. No, not interested. Fuck off. I don't know how much I can tell you. I'm not interested in Jodie. Back to the Future. The Future was then opens. What's this? It's a London Cartoon Museum. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. What's this from Star Letter? I want to share my memory from 1984. For some time, I thought now would be a good time because it shows off the after Christmas. I attended the Archbishop Tennyson Grammar School in Kent, blah, blah, blah. And I guess there was some Doctor Who people there. Okay, it's not really that interesting story. Let us move on. Oh, let's see what's on the YouTube. Bonnie Langford now in Paddington the musical in the West End talks about radio time about Melanie Bush. You know, no matter how shit the Doctor Who she was in was, and a lot of the Doctor Who she was in, Bonnie Langford is just infectiously enthusiastic. So the 11th Doctor Adventure is coming back, starring Miles Taylor. Everybody said he's very good. I don't really have much confidence in the writers of it, though. I will not be spending money on it. Find out what David Tennant and Billy Piper had to say. Come back here. Homo Aqua is so fucking stupid. Oh, God, you just want to say the word homo, Russell, and we all fucking know it. Found it's going to Salt Lake City. Really? Come back here. Who Knew podcast talks to musical genius Murray Gold. Again, he's not really kind of off the genius stakes now. Marvel Cunning Monkey's new effects for old episodes and Doctor Who. Okay, this is true, right? I recommend this with every 5 minutes. And this 13th Doctor is just so much hotter than Jodie Whittaker. If the 13th Doctor going to look like that, I might have been somewhat behind it. If it wasn't written like shit, right? All of that would have been better. Like these specials though, these actually all look quite good. The Sea Devil. So preview, right? Essential information. Okay. I like a bit of Sea Devil. Then look, this special looks freaking excellent as well. Trouble is, I just got all this stuff over and over again. I can't rebuy like another history of unit, right? I got them all. So I think this design, while not really reminiscent of the Sea Devils, is pretty darn good. I really do. I mean, but why not just make them another branch of, like, you know, Aqua Society, right? I do think this design could work and is actually kind of chilling, right? I've you know, do I have faith in it? Who's this preview by? Is this preview by Ben Cook? Because again, he knows what he's doing with this stuff. No, this must be if it doesn't have a byline, it must be Jason Quinn writing it, right? It's normally what happens. The footage we recorded for the series looks fantastic. It's literally the best job of my career so far. Everyone's saying this, right? Again, it's getting very, very, very good buzz, right? There's no denying that. And again, it doesn't strike me as a Sea Devil, but it strikes me as, like, at last we have a good monster design. I haven't seen a good monster for years in Doctor Who, right? And again, why did they wait till there was no Doctor in Doctor Who to be able to make good Doctor Who? Russell Doby speaks to Lisa Gledhill about Midshipman Frame, George Sands, Barclay Pierre DuPont, Rusty Davis. I mean, he's one of the sort of rep actors. I kind of like him, right? I've kind of liked him most things of him. Unit briefing, Project Aqua. Kate Lethbridge. I mean, the rumor is she's going to be bumped off in this series. And please, yes. God, she's so boring. Oh, she really is, like, fascinatingly boring. So yeah, is this written? There's no byline. Okay, so therefore this is also written by Jason Quinn. Does he write most of the magazine now? And I'm sorry, I find Shirley Ann Bingham and Ruth Madeley just insufferable. I absolutely insufferable, right? Like, why is there having a permanent sneer on your face doesn't make you look strong, right? It doesn't make you look strong. It makes you look like a cunt, right? It just does. There should have been. Well, sorry, there wasn't. Lesbians on the Deep. Yeah, you go. This is a Pete Mateague one where these two ladies are, you know, off on a date and they discover a cute sea devil egg, right? Which is very good. I mean, I do like that. But, like, why do they have to be gay? I mean, like, and it's not I'm saying, oh, erase everybody gay. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, why is it omnipotent everywhere in time? What these little things come out? Christmas crackers? You have looks like it's a Ice Warrior, Zygon, Dalek, and Cyberman. I have no idea what the one in the middle is. Is that the second Doctor? I really don't know. A TARDIS among the Tales. I'm saying this is a good feature. This is actually a feature about the annuals, right? I will read, but that they don't have the they don't reference the Telequus fan annuals is a real mistake, because they are a work of absolute beauty, right? They are a work of absolute beauty. 86. No, yeah, these are all real ones. Christmas quiz, not so much. Right. Nothing. I mean, I think they're really. So, and then you had the yearbooks, the storybooks, which were annuals by another name, essentially. But the quality of annuals, generally speaking, went way up when the series came back. Christmas quiz. Why are you reminding me of this shit? This was just a shit story that made no sense. And okay, if they filmed this as not a Doctor Who story, right? Current Doctor Who, the problem is they don't know what to do with Doctor Who. Right, that's really the problem with it, right? If they filmed it as a non-Doctor Who story, but a fantasy story, I think it would have been way stronger, like way stronger. And do not tell me when you hired Anita Dobson, you had any idea she was going to be the Rani, right? Because you didn't. She didn't play it that way at all. Nearly Who. Talking about the wilderness years, because there was no Doctor Who for a long time. Bit of Crystal Maze, Red Dwarf. What we got there? Yeah, sci-fi was few and far between in the 90s, I'm afraid. It all went X-Files, right? Time Busters. I left England by then. Dark Caesar was a kids TV show, so I didn't watch it. Jupiter Moon was, I'm sorry, a lot of it was made by, written by Ben Aronovich. It just wasn't very good. I hate to tell you. Kappa 2, I don't remember. Century Falls I do, but again, it was a kids show, so I didn't watch it. Tomorrow People reboot, no, shit. And Hyperland, don't even remember it. Documentary written by Douglas Adams, do not even remember it. The Art and the Artist. So this is essentially a promo piece for this book, which actually looks quite good. Oh, let's see what comic strip pages he's got there behind us. If we can they look like Dave Gibbons. Yeah, they look like Dave Gibbons, Fourth Doctor. There's nice stuff behind him. That is nice. These production art things are always good. I'm kind of tempted for this now. But this is the sort of thing you want as a Christmas present, right? Because I wouldn't spend the money on myself. Shadow Proclamation just didn't look that good. I wouldn't spend the money on myself, but if I got it as a gift, I'll be like, oh, awesome. Right? Absolutely awesome. This month in 1968, lots of things happened. Well, what's going on? Theatre. Cheeks Monsoon. Who cares? Off. Come back. Catherine Tate-Jones, Colshaw, Rob Madge, and Nigel Evans are amongst the cast of Sleeping Beauty and London Palladium. I bet that's going to be fun. It was in 1,000, but I didn't watch the last episode of 1,000 Blows. It just kind of like ran out of steam for me. People directing. Lenny Rush. Oh, fuck off. The only time I've seen Lenny Rush is in Doctor Who, and he was shit in that, right? Absolute shit in that. Who was in 1,000 Blows? Nadia being Californian Dune and Daniel Mays. They're going to be a second series of it? Again, I didn't finish the first series. It didn't engage me enough. Is this the final Shooty comic strip? I kind of think it is, actually. I kind of think this is the final Shooty comic strip. Right? Written by Alan Bars, art by Martin Garrity. I mean, the artwork's finally stepped up. Is that the Blue Peter Advent crown? I think it is. Again, Alan Barnes knows what he's doing as a writer. But yeah, I think this might be the end. The end of Shooty Gatwa's comic strip, and this will be the end of his Doctor Who, right? Because he's contractually prohibited from coming back. So the Silurians is a fact of fiction, also written by Alan Barnes. How many people worked in this issue? To me, it looks like it's all Alan Barnes and what's his name, Jason Quinn. Did they have any Richard Atkinson, art director? I don't know. It doesn't look like there are many people working on this issue. Okay. Silurians. I love the Silurians. I mean, again, I hate this T-Rex. I just hate it. Cunning Monkey did a fantastic T-Rex. It made the whole thing so much better for me. Right? It really, really did. This one I wasn't really that interested in. It's the writings. The writers are people I didn't really know. Noga Flation. Julian Richards is normally good. Mark Wright is good. So Missy, the Sixth Doctor, and Leela. Sarah Herring, K9. Yeah, the Doctor. I'm not really. Yeah, there's not enough really to suck me into this. And I kind of like being sucked in. Right? I'm a fan of the suckage. As clearly was Adric. Yeah, these are one, two, three releases that I would never in a million years get, right? And Like, I think the Moon Cruise, I think she owned it. What's the name of the author? Esme J.K.B. Pearson. I think if she had different politics, she wouldn't get the job. I would like to hope Big Finish are doing Jodie well, because like I have no animosity to Jodie fans. I just stop waving it in my face constantly. And again, the first one of these is like nails on a chalkboard. Audacity. Oh God, what an awful, awful, awful character. Right? It's almost worth buying the first one to see how bad she is, and she is bad. So these actually look quite good. I think these are decent releases. It's just tied to utter shit, right? I mean, if I got these, I would put them with my Tom Baker action figures, right? And I also feel it's really, really sad that all this money and production and time was put into make, essentially very, very weak Doctor Who, right? Central Tour in 2026. The backbone of this lovingly curated annual is the 20 essays that consider each of the Fifth Doctor stories. And I bet that's good. I bet that's really good. Oh, man, I bet that's good. So that's a recommend. And this looks pretty good too, right? I have to tell you. How much is it? What's it called? Let's look at Amazon. Amazon. The Art of Doctor Who. Yeah, £40. It's kind of a lot. And then when I add on shipping, because it's a coffee table book, right? It's just like, honestly, if I was going to spend money like that, I would buy, was it Telos stuff? Right? Telos Publishing here. Is it Telos Publishing? Telos Publishing, because they always have great stuff. Yeah, this is, what's it? David Howe's company, isn't it? What's this? Manhattan Death Ballad? I have no idea. No, but they do have like these. Oh yeah, look, the Art of Ron Turner. I would much rather get this book. This looks awesome, right? I bet it's really, really, really good. There's another one with Phil Bevan. Here, let's look at the Doctor Who books. Oh yeah, I'll get this. I'd rather have this Evolution of the Dalek toy. This looks fantastic, right? This looks absolutely fantastic. We're talking about stocking stuffers, and I'm not talking about Nicola Bryant. Oh, I can if you want. I would like the stocking stuffed. Yeah, Phil Bevan. I would get this as well. Yeah, I mean, Phil Bevan stuff is just so iconic, right? And so of that era. This I do have. It's one of my favorite books. I go to it often, right? Because it's got like beautiful reproductions of the original New Adventures cover. Speaking of which, let's look at Mid-Journey Doctor Who for a second. Then we've got to go back to Doctor Who magazine. He's just been doing incredible stuff. He says he was surprised by the lack of engagement with these. And again, this is just fabulous, right? It really is just fabulous stuff, isn't it? You know, it's amazing we live in a world where this is possible. Oh, and is it I really got to look at this. And this, my friends, is how you build a full comic book with AI, script to script. I've really got to look into this in more detail because, I would use it more. Was it absolutely cannot wait for full unedited 4K upscale reconstructions. This took me less than half an hour to do. I fear we'll be out of a job. So yeah, the thing is, you will. Right? It's like AI is here to stay, and it is doing crazy stuff. Oh, this is one we've got to look at as well. Look at this. Yeah, one sec. We'll go back to Doctor Who magazine. Over there. No, move over here. 1 second. Let's have a look. Yep. Something happened with my Rumble stream. What happened there? Yeah, what happened to Rumble? Is it still there? Ah, okay. So same Rumble just stopped. It's really weird. Let's see if we can add that back in. Let's try removing it. Okay. Now we'll add Rumble back in. Let's see if that gets working. Look, the trouble with Rumble is, it doesn't work that well. So a lot of the time, that's really a bit of a drawback, right? It's running on your end. Okay, well, I think it went off. It's back here. Okay, they were just screaming. They were just lying to me, which they do a lot. Yeah, what was they just pulling up? It's coming, she cried. Jigger, jigger. I know. The audios always make me laugh. They just do. Okay, they just do. Yeah, let's look at this. Look at that colorization.
I don't believe everything Clint tells me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is coming. 4K reconstruction. But yeah, this I love. This video reconstruction of the book cover for was it Love and War? I think maybe. This is fabulous. Now, if you can marry that to the audio adaptation of it, we could just get incredible stuff, and I think it's coming, right? I think it's coming. Fine. So what else review? So that book looks pretty good. These are always kind of fun. I've really got to get an Audible subscription, because there's not really not much coming out from Big Finish, and you get all this stuff on Audible, right, for free essentially. Speaking of not much coming out from Big Finish, there is quite a lot coming out. This I'm really psyched for. Right, Jonathan Morris writing a cyber epic with the War Doctor. I think Jonathan Kerr is, generally speaking, excellent at this role. Really knocks out the park. What I find the best Big Finish stuff now is with people not playing the original Doctor, who are the original Doctors. Yeah, again, I'm sick of Nicola Walker, this TARDIS crew. I'm intrigued to see how it sells, so they won't move him on to do something else. I love to see how this Jodie stuff is selling, because I just can't. Who would buy it? This I'm psyched for, right? I do love this TARDIS theme. Their last release was the weakest one, but hopefully they're going to bounce back this week. Christmas Carol. What did Dickens ever do for Doctor Who? John Elledge considers the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Okay. Next issue's out on January 8th, I guess. All new comic strip epic begins. So it must be post-shooting, right? I can't imagine they're doing a new epic shooty strip, right? We dive deep into the war between land and sea. I think it might be good, right? Genuinely, I think it might be a great cover. I mean, I would erase the shooting the Jodie there. Maybe I'll put a better, I'll get rid of that Sylvester McCoy and put a better Sylvester McCoy over here, maybe, right? And actually a good cover. Good for them. I don't know. It doesn't look like a sea devil, but it looks like for once it looks like a good bloody monster. Oh, I don't know how they screw this up so much, but they really do, right? They really incredibly do. Yeah, let's have a look at a review for War Between Land and Sea, which is this from Financial Times. So it's very normie, right? This is very, very normie. Can Doctor Who work without the Doctor? Frothy spin-off cast Russell Tovey as a regular Joe caught in the middle of an interspecies dispute. Okay, this, again, I'm more interested in the normie view than anything else, quite frankly. This entertaining but frothy Doctor Who spin-off poses a curious self-destruction question. Can Doctor Who work without the Doctor? Well, current Doctor Who can, because the Doctor was awful in it, right, for the last 7-8 years. To test this, it places an everyman at its center rather than an immortalish alien with two hearts. Russell Tovey plays Barclay, a regular Joe who finds himself in the middle of an existential interspecies dispute. The war between the land and the sea is an environmental parable and not very subtle one. They never are. But Tovey has buckets of charm, and the series looks like it's set to swim into pleasantly odd waters. Yeah, I think this might do well, right? I think they're hoping it's going to get good buzz on its release, and people will watch it over the Christmas holiday. Okay, physically, Tovey looks far more military than many of his military colleagues. But Barclay is actually a low-level desk employee, and the fiction. What was it? Low-level desk employee of the fictional United Nations Intelligence Task Force. No, it's Unified Nations Intelligence. They changed it for some reason because the UN didn't like it. Whose job it is to sort transportation and book taxes. What unit or just Barclay? I think Barclay. Through some sort of convoluted HR error, he is sent to observe the discovery of an unusual species, collectively known as the sea devils, soon dubbed Homo aqua by weird woke fucks. Essentially, these blue aquatic creatures prove to be far more than their usual sea life. They predate Homo sapiens' domination of Earth by millennia. And furious at the destruction being wrought on the oceans by mankind, they have decided to emerge from the depths and demand their planet back. Again, this is actually a good premise for a story, right? This is taking like modern things, modern day sensibilities, and it's a good idea. It's actually a good idea. If they hadn't spent the last 7 years wagging a finger at us, telling us what terrible nuts we are because we don't think chicks have dicks, right? Maybe it would have landed better. I don't know. This sparks a diplomatic crisis that brings a touch of Dennis Lina's underrated 2016 film Arrival. Excellent movie, by the way. Really clever movie. I liked it a lot. With the civilian lead attempting to navigate a complex political emergency with communications, empathy, and ethics. The blue sea creatures appoint an ambassador named Salt, Gugu Mbatha Raw, who declares that rather than the experienced diplomat selected by UNIT, the only person they will communicate with is Barclay. Now, why is that be? I don't know. We'll find out. As difficult days at the office go, accidentally stumbling into a top-secret military operation and then being chosen to speak on behalf of all humanity, mess that end up there. So it feels kind of like, Childhood End? Was it R.C. Clarke saying Childhood End? Where you had a very everyman as the central character. But the blue creatures have observed Barclay's compassion and fundamental decency and his unwillingness to follow scripts of institutional politics, framing the series as a debate on the world stage rather than an action romp is effective, and perhaps solves the problem of telling a big budget story without the backing of Hollywood megabucks. Yeah, again, this feels detached from Doctor Who, but feels like the most Doctor Who thing they've done in years. Right? And this is their swan song, really? I have to say, however good it is, it's probably too little too late. But maybe it will get, so much shit on TV that nobody wants to watch. Maybe this will take off. I don't know. This is not say the show lacks action. The Homo Aqua eventually retaliate, cartoonishly turning humanity's lack of care for the environment back on itself. The relationship between Salt and Barclay, meanwhile, looks like it may evolve beyond the diplomatic parameters, which brings to mind Guillermo del Toro's 2017 fantasy, The Shape of Water, which was his worst movie by far. Like, not even close. It's absolutely his worst movie. Because it was woke as fuck, right? I get just woke shit everywhere. January 8th, so the next Extra magazine. So that's 5 weeks, I guess so. Adam M. ATL. Trevor R.C. Davis has appeared to be drawing on his own back catalogue, tone similar to 2019 sci-fi miniseries Years and Years, which was shit. It was shit, sadly, which recently found a new audience on Netflix than it is to Doctor Who, which suggests this can function perfectly well without a Doctor in the house. I think it probably function better. Right? I think it'll probably function a lot better. So it's getting good buzz, right? The normies like it. The normies do like it.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.